Hey there coders, welcome to JLens, and in today's tutorial I want us to take a look at C++ functions. So a function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. So you can define a function or you can declare a function, but it will not be used until you call it inside the main function. And also guys, the int main it's a function, so the data type or the return type is an int, so it returns a 0. Functions are used to perform certain actions and they are important for reusing code, so you only have to define the code once and use it as many times as you like. So to create the function you need to have a return type. So let's create a void function. Yeah, this is the skeleton of a function. So we have the return type, the name of the function followed by parentheses. Then this is where the code will be executed, or our code block. Okay, let's say this function outputs I just got executed to the console. Okay, now if we try to run this program, we won't see anything on the console because we didn't call the function. But C++ knows that there is a function called myFunction. So as you can see guys, nothing is displayed to the console because declared functions are not executed immediately. They are saved for later use and they are only executed when you call the function. Okay, now let's call our function in the main. myFunction. So every time when you call a function, you just write the name of the function followed by parentheses. That's all. Save, run. Okay, it says I just got executed. Okay, what the heck is going on here? The C++ compiler first executes this code and says, okay, I'll include the library using namespace. And when it gets here, it says, okay, you declared a user-defined function. I'll save that for later. Then starts by executing the main function. Always the compiler executes the main function, so if you didn't call your function inside the main, it won't be executed. So we called our function, then it was executed. This code was executed rather. So remember when I said you can reuse this code, so you can call the function as many times as you like. Let's see if we call it 3 times. Okay, As you can see, it executed this code 3 times, and console to the screen, I just got executed 3 times. So you don't have to repeat yourself and rewrite this whole cout thing. You just have to call the function, then it executes your code. So that's essentially what a function is. A function is a block of code which you can call anytime you like to execute another portion of code. It's sometimes called the subroutine. Okay, there's something I want to show you. Let's say we want to define this function, or we want to declare this function under the main function or below the main, and see what happens. My PC is a bit slow. Okay, yeah, if we try to execute this code now, we will have an error, but the function definition is correct. We correctly declared the function, but it's under the main function. Let's see. As you can see, we get this red thing over here. The C++ compiler is saying that I have no idea what this is. Like, what the heck is my function? Because the code is read or is executed from top to bottom. So firstly, it includes the IO stream, use namespace, then execute the main function. Inside the main, it tries to execute the my function, and it has no idea what my function is. So the declaration of your function is under. So to solve this problem, you have to prototype your function. Just have to take the declaration. Oh, and by the way, C++ function consists of 2 parts. That's the declaration, this part. This is the declaration, and this is the definition. So here you define your function, and here you declare your function. So to solve this error, you have to prototype or declare your function before the main function or on top of the main. Then now you won't get the error anymore, because when the compiler gets here, when it reaches this point, it knows that okay, I have my function defined somewhere. So when it is called, I'll look for the code and execute. So when you call this function, it jumps from here to execute this, then goes back to return 0. That's the output. I just got executed. Okay guys, that's the basics of functions. I hope you understood me. Share, like, and subscribe. And have an awesome coding journey.